Welcome to Mind Awakening TV, where we explore thought-provoking insights, expand your mind, and challenge the way you see the world. If you're ready to open your mind and unlock new perspectives, you're in the right place. Let's dive in and awaken the power within. When the first rays of sunlight gently touched the sleepy town, Ryan was already up, lacing his sneakers and gently dusting off his battered skateboard. To anyone else, the board might have looked old, covered in stickers, its edges scuffed and marked by past attempts. But for Ryan, it was his ticket to adventure, freedom, and the thrill of learning something new every day. Ryan was 8 years old, a boy with bright, curious eyes and a head full of dreams. Ever since he watched older kids at the park, spinning, jumping, and gliding across rails, Ryan had wanted nothing more than to learn those tricks himself. However, skateboarding wasn't easy. There were scrapes and bruises, tumbles, and moments of frustration. But Ryan remembered what his mom always told him. Every expert was once a beginner. This morning, his mission was clear. Today, he wanted to master the ollie, a trick every skateboarder must learn as their first leap into the world of skateboarding stunts. He had watched videos, listened to advice, and practiced the motions with his board resting on the grass. Now, he was ready to try on the smooth pavement of the neighborhood park. Standing atop his skateboard, Ryan took a deep breath. He bent his knees, pressed down with his back foot, and jumped, sliding his other foot up the board. In that moment of airborne hope, his heart fluttered with excitement. But then, as quickly as he had left the ground, the board swerved. Ryan tumbled forward, landing with a thud. The world spun for a second as he lay on the warm concrete, his palms stinging, knees scraped, and pride wounded. Passers-by glanced over, some with sympathetic nods, others with worried faces. Ryan's eyes prickled. For a brief moment, he wanted to leave the board there and go home. Maybe, he thought, skateboarding just wasn't for him. But then, from a nearby bench, an elderly man who had been feeding birds approached. His eyes sparkled with wisdom and kindness. "It takes courage to try," the man said gently, handing Ryan a handkerchief to wipe the blood from his knee. "You remind me of my own grandson. He used to fall 10 times for every trick he learned." Ryan sniffled, listening. "Mistakes are just part of getting better," the man continued. "Each bruise is a badge of trying. Each fall is a lesson. The trick is to get up one more time than you fall." Ryan thought about those words. He stood slowly, brushing off his shorts and picking up his skateboard. The fear of falling was still there, but quieter now, muted by curiosity and the spark of determination. He remembered all the things he'd learned by failing before. How to ride his bike, how to tie his shoes, how to whistle. Every victory in his life had been built on a tower of mistakes. With newfound resolve, Ryan placed his board on the concrete and tried again. This time he paid attention to how his feet moved, where his weight shifted. He bent his knees, popped the tail of the skateboard, and focused on sliding his foot up the board's grip tape. He didn't land it perfectly, far from it, but he noticed a tiny improvement. The board left the ground, even if just an inch or two. He laughed, the sound ringing with hope. Again and again, Ryan tried. Each attempt was imperfect, but each had its own small step forward. Maybe his balance improved, or his jump was higher. Maybe he landed a bit cleaner. After another fall and then another, he rehearsed what he learned. Keep his shoulders straight, look forward, trust his feet. Hours passed. The sun climbed higher in the sky. Ryan grew tired, sweat beading on his forehead, but his spirit refused to give up. What he realized in those hours was something every child, every person, should remember. Mastery is not about avoiding mistakes, but about collecting them. Each misstep is like a puzzle piece, showing him what to try next, how to improve, what to change. At last, as the shadows began to lengthen and the air cooled, Ryan tried once more. He breathed in, remembering all that he had learned from falling. He He popped the tail of his board, slid his foot, jumped, and, just for a moment, felt himself and the board rise together, smooth and connected. He landed with a gentle thud, his wheels rolling neatly across the pavement. A small cheer escaped his lips. Others in the park looked over, some clapping, others whistling. Ryan beamed, sweaty and scuffed, but grinning from ear to ear. He hadn't just landed his first ollie. He had learned the real secret of getting good at anything, the growth mindset. A growth mindset, Ryan realized, means understanding that your abilities can grow with effort, practice, and time. It means knowing that mistakes and failures are not proof that you can't, but clues to how you will. It means telling yourself, "I can't do it yet," instead of, "I can't do it." It means getting up, dusting off, and trying just one more time. For kids everywhere, whether you're trying to skate, draw, read, or solve a math problem, remember Ryan and his skateboard. Remember the times you fell or stumbled. Don't let mistakes make you stop. Let each one teach you something new. Be curious about your errors. Ask yourself, what went wrong? What can I do differently next time? Celebrate progress, no matter how tiny. Because every master was once a beginner. Every champion collected mistakes like shiny badges. Every little fall is a step toward flying higher, faster, and braver. The greatest trick of all is learning to believe in the power of yet. Not "I can't do it," but "I can't do it yet." So, the next time you try something new and find yourself falling, remember Ryan, standing up with a scraped knee and a smile, proud not just for landing his trick, but for every single time he decided to rise and try again. Mistakes are not the end of the story. They are just the beginning of mastery. And with every fall, you get closer to soaring. Thank you for watching this episode of Mind Awakening TV. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an awakening moment. Leave your thoughts in the comments, and let's continue the conversation. Stay curious and keep expanding your mind.